All right, guys, the real Bobby Gray is now being exposed to you guys. All you have to do is open your eyes and realize that many of you guys, as investors, have been caught up in it. I don't know if you've noticed, but the hash power has dropped significantly over the past day or so. And I got to give a shout out to my boy Rick for chiming in and letting me know. And this is why I say, guys, don't just go out and check videos, read the comments, because there is a wealth of information to help you guys assess what's really going on, right? And this information isn't always posted in videos, but this information here I think is worth sharing in a video, especially considering that Bobby Gray is moving on and launching his Iskander token, right? So Rick drops this comment. He said, "Holy hell, Mr. Fa. 20 minutes ago, there's a comment from last night's video with a guy claiming he turned off the Texit container in Conroe. Hash rate is less than 1 terahash." And we see that here, guys. It dropped from 5.5 terahash to 571 gigahash. Now, his Bobby's whole thing has been build the mine, build the mine, build the mine. But he's not even paying expenses to maintain all of those miners. So after he hit me up with this, Rob says, Rick says that Rob owes him 125K. So of course I got to jump over here and chime in on this conversation. And I don't want this deleted before I can get my hands on it or you guys able to see it. So Pearls and Pigments, Houston. Shout out to you, bruh. Hey, trust me, I understand when dealing with people like Bobby Gray. So let's step through these comments, guys, and understand what's going on, because Bobby is once again showing the exact same behavior with Texit Coin that he did with Mulligan Mint. And all of this stuff is documented, guys. And now he's going to try to take that on over to Iskander. Don't fall for this guy's tricks, guys. All right, so Pearls and Pigments dropped this. He said, Conroe, Texas mine location has been shut down earlier today. 400 L9s not hashing. That's a lot of power, guys. And each one of these L9s costs like $15,000 to $17,000, right? He said all containers will remain off until the overdue power bill is paid in full. So then Team Texas does their thing. You know, he said frozen bank accounts can make that difficult. I mean, this ain't no light thing, guys. Well, really it is, because, you know, Texit Coin don't need all those miners. This is what I've been saying from the jump, right? But he said difficulty with the bank accounts. And Pearls and Pigments replies and said, the bills were sent 20 days ago. Bobby was sent the bill and had prior knowledge this was going to happen. He probably had prior knowledge of this cease and desist, is why he ran off to Hong Kong or whatever the case it is. And he didn't notify the people paying his power bill. Beyond disrespectful, unprofessional, and shows a complete lack of responsibility. This guy knows exactly what he's talking about, and he's now sharing his experience for us all to see, right? And then Team Texas come along. He said, first you realize you're just talking to a regular dude, blase, blase. Not really important. I want to stick to the argument here. But Team Texas asked him how he knows, and he said, because I built and own the mine Texit containers are on. That's how I know that they owe money, they're behind in paying, and all this. So Team Texas is like, okay, wow, let's keep going. He said, I'm a blue collar guy. Built the mine with my bare hands from forest land. Used everything I had money-wise. Now we are owed over $125,000 in power bills. All while Bobby starts a new coin with new investors' money, while everyone involved with Texit Coin gets hosed. And he makes an apology to him. This is a tough spot. And he's concerned about that. Seems very reasonable. Okay. So yeah, this pearlsandpigments.com guy. First, I want to give you a shout out, bro. Thanks for sharing this with everyone to see. And I'm gonna say this, man. If you checking out my videos or whatever case it is, bro, I say liquidate those miners to recoup those funds. If he's sitting on 400 L9 miners, and if Bobby is just saying, hey, screw Texit Coin, screw everything, screw the United States, over here in Dubai and Hong Kong, and I'm gonna do what I want to do with this Iskander Coin, bruh, sell these miners off, and I'll take a few of them off your hands, man. And if you really want a quick sale, you know, sell each one of these at $1,000, bruh. That will give you everything you need. That'll give you $400,000 plus some extra change to pay your bill and give you that extra money for the heartache and for the damage to your business that it's been causing. So consider that, bro. And like I say, I'll take a few of them, especially at that price, man. I'll take them L9s off your hands real quick. And I'm sure a lot of other people will too. So you can have this thing paid off in a matter of a day, right? So I want to drop this video, guys, so all of you investors and all of you people that are entertaining investing in Iskander, guys, don't do it. This Bobby Gray is the type that is going to screw you over the first chance he gets. He did the same thing with Mulligan Mint, took silver, left people empty-handed. Oh man, it's horrible. And I also got to give a shout out to Mark here. He said, what a waste. What were they even mining? You could run Texit off a laptop. Now, this is very true, guys. Of course, you could, you know, you'll have a single ASIC miner. That's really all that's needed to run Texit Coin. There was nothing ever special about Texit Coin, guys. Bobby was trying to build this huge mine to mine other tokens, but there was nothing ever special about Texit Coin itself. It's just a copy of Litecoin, and there's nothing special about Iskander. The only thing you have is a scammer running around the United States, now running around in Hong Kong and Dubai, trying to pitch and sell an idea and set up these multi-level marketing strategies so that he can siphon money out of investors' pockets into his own. And check this out, guys. With the millions and millions of assets that Bobby has been swindling from you guys, he can't even pay a $125,000 bill that is due unto someone that he contracted to build the mine and run the mine. Guys, I'm just gonna stick with my boy Pearls and Pigments here. Beyond disrespectful, unprofessional, and shows a complete lack of responsibility. So this is why I say, guys, if you have invested in Texit Coin and you haven't recouped your investment, guys, get out there and file a complaint with the SEC or with the securities board of your state. I mentioned that in this video, so check out this video. There are links out there to kind of guide you guys on what to do there. It's not going to take you a lot of time to do it, but if you have any hopes of getting any of your money back, this is going to be your best recourse, right? Not file, you know, trying to sue Bobby or do a class action lawsuit or anything like that. Just complain to the regulatory bodies that are already in place and let them do their work to help bring Bobby to justice and try to get some of your money back. All right, guys, that's all I got for you in this video, and we will holler on the next one. Peace out.